Hey guys, welcome back to another edition from the Calcio Bros. A much, and not anticipated, but a much delayed video for the winter Calciomercato. I am joined with my brother Luca and our buddy Giordano, who has done the reaction videos with us before and the other Calciomercato videos as well. So it's good to have him and hear his voice as well.
You can't see him right now, it's just through Skype, so you're going to just be seeing his voice and now his cute little face.
So we're going to just break down the teams bit by bit a little bit, not in full detail. We're talking about some of the rumors that did happen. We'll go on with Atalanta. They didn't really acquire many people. Biggest one is Mattiello, but they actually sent him out on loan to Spal. They got rid of Kurtic as well, sent him down to Spal as well. So again, they didn't really do a lot of buying, just more selling with a lot of youth products as well. So they weren't too involved with the Calciomercato. Do you guys think they maybe should have worked a little bit at all? Or
no, I don't have a good system going, and I think they should have touched their team. They're good as it is.
Yeah, I can't imagine they having a lot of money to spend realistically anyways. You know, they've made a lot of big sales, but they're not a type of team to go out and make big signings. They just make a couple cute little signings here and there. Why I think.
But I guess they're more of in a way a farm team where they can just bring up people from the youth ranks, especially with Europa League. Do you think? I guess it's a better idea for them to do that then, right?
Yeah, you know, like they're probably like a buy and sell club. Like they produce the youth talent and they sell them later on for big money.
Benevento actually spent quite a bit. They even got free agent Bakary Sagna after the window closed. They did a lot of buying and a lot of selling. Do you guys think it was enough to maybe see them stay up?
Well, they lost Ciccioretti. Surprisingly.
Yeah, I really think Ciccioretti, that's a big loss for them. I don't think they're going to be able to stay up regardless. But, you know,
they did get
to see a player like Sagna come to their squad.
They did get, because they did exchange keepers with Sampdoria. They sent out Belic on loan while bringing in Pugioni permanently, who brings some experience to the team. Sagna brings experience. You know, they got Sandro, who used to play with Tottenham. Do you think that experience could help them in any way? Or just, maybe not staying up, but perhaps getting the necessary points in general?
No.
Yeah, I think so for sure.
You think so? And Luca said, we get a yes and a no.
Well, Luca's a Roma fan, right? He doesn't know much. So.
No, I doubt it.
But realistically, like bringing in a player like Sagna, like with the experience he has from playing at Arsenal and City, you know, like I feel like he'll be clutch in those games where they need a crucial goal or they need a crucial point. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I guess him and Sandro crucial there. Pugioni much better than Belic, that's for sure. We can say that. So they did get it, but I guess the one thing we all agree with is letting go of Ciccioretti at this stage, which is
surprising.
Really surprising. Yeah. Maybe stupid as well, but
the most lethal attacking threat, right? So
that's it for Benevento. We go on to Bologna. Again, they just got rid of a few players. They actually brought in Orsolini from Atalanta, who is owned by Juve. They got him. Yes. Yeah. They actually brought back Gemaili from Montreal and sent Taider in his place. Okwanko. I know, it's an interesting change. He scored on his game back from Montreal. I guess he didn't really like it here in Canada. Didn't like the snow.
That's probably for sure.
They sent out Okwanko, Petkovic, Rizzo, a few players out on loan. The one big thing I guess with them, they managed to keep Verdi. Do you think they should have got rid of him, or do you think it was good on him to stay here?
I think in the summer he's gone. It's the Roma or Napoli. Those two teams are looking at him hard, and then I think more Napoli, but because they're the ones who actually put in bids for them. And I don't know. I think Verdi. He says he's gonna stay now, but in the summer it's a huge different story. How about you, Jordy?
Yeah, I think it was good on him for deciding to stay, but definitely in the summer to making a big team move because he deserves it. Realistically, it's having a great season. Hopefully, the second half of the season he can continue that. You know,
I know.
Eventually he'll make his way to actually Inter.
Yeah, okay.
Or he'll come back to Milan, you know, where he spent his youth.
Inter doesn't.
No.
Verdi, we know, denied a move because he wants to stay loyal with Bologna. But, you know, Hamsik got out saying, but this was after they went to go play Napoli, that San Paolo would take care of him. But Hamsik, out of all people, staying loyal with Napoli, going out against Verdi, like, that was a little ruthless in that sense. But do you think Verdi could just stay at Bologna and maybe be a bandiera with them? Or do you think he will leave and not in the sense not be loyal, but maybe find a bigger move? Or
I definitely think he'll have a bigger move.
Yeah.
Coming his way soon if he continues if he keeps being consistent throughout the rest of the season, for sure.
Especially it's Bologna and they're on a big. Anyway, on to the next one. Cagliari
didn't do much. The biggest name they brought in was Castan from Roma on loan. And other than that, they just got rid of a few youth products, bringing in some old players like Ragazzu, but they didn't send him out. They actually
sold Vanderweel to
TFC. He's coming here to play in our city. Chievo, we go into them. They didn't do much either. So again, just selling some youth products. The biggest name being brought in was Giaccherini on loan because he was looking for some playing time. Do you think he'll add anything to Chievo?
I think he has something to fight for. Napoli, he even said out loud that Napoli don't have a good system to work around players. And here at Chievo, I think he's going to have a lot of good playing time. So I think it'll be well for him.
How about you, Jordy? What do you think of Giaccherini to Chievo?
I think that's a really good deal because he's going to get a lot of playing time there for sure compared to a Napoli. So that's all he's looking for. So he can possibly maybe get that. Mm-hmm. Never mind. Yeah. He's definitely gonna be. He's gonna play a lot there, so that's what he's looking for.
And he does have the heart when he plays, for sure, and he will show it on the field every time he plays for Chievo. We'll move on to Crotone. Crotone didn't spend as much. They were looking for a few players here and there. They brought in Ricci from Sassuolo on loan. They bought Zaniolato from Milan, Benali from Pescara, a really good player who's been performing well with Pescara. They got rid of Crago to Forja. So they Cabrera as well. Most of the time, like Zaniolato was the only player that they bought. Everyone else was on loan. All the people they sent out were on loan. So it's not like they really spent money. Well, they spent money, but it's not like they gained any money in return. But do you think with these moves, it's enough to them to avoid the bottom three again from last year?
It's going to be a struggle, but I think they can do it. They're doing better than the other two, Benevento and
Spal,
yeah. One of the better teams who actually, like, you can tell when they play, they have more fire in them. So I think they're doing better.
Jordy, any thoughts on them?
Oh, I think they have a decent team to stay up again compared to the other three. You know, like
Spal, Benevento, those guys. They have a better chance.
Yeah, I think it's one I think they'll stay up by the end of the season for sure. I think that the bottom three right now is going to stay the same. You know, maybe Benevento will go up a couple spots, but they won't leave relegation. There's no way.
Mm-hmm. Fiorentina, they didn't do much. Biggest one they did was actually a straight swap with Sassuolo. They bring in Falcinelli on loan while sending Babacar indefinitely to Sassuolo, which is an interesting. They got rid of Hagi, whose father actually used to play back in Serie A as well. They got rid of Carlos Sanchez on loan. So they didn't do much, but I feel they brought in Brian Dabo, but I feel they should have done something else because they're very inconsistent this year. And they need something to really strengthen their mid.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything,
I guess. Because one game, they'll play great. Next game, they'll go and lose 2 games in a row. So I don't know. They could have just done more, in my opinion. They did manage to hang on to Milan Badelli for now. He'll probably be gone in the summer transfer windows. What do you think of Fiorentina's activities, Giordano?
Like you said before, they could have done more. They got rid of Sanchez as well as Babacar. They didn't really bring in much to replace him. You know, so that leaves them with Simeone as their only real threat. You know what I mean? Like,
And Falcinelli just had that good season with Crotone last year, and he didn't really do anything with Volo.
Sassuolo, yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how well he plays and integrates in the Fiorentina side as well.
All right, next one we have Genoa. And Genoa have some nice moves that I like. They got Medeiros, who's a very good youngster for a winger. As well, they got Giuseppe Rossi, who's been struggling to find a team with all his injuries, but sadly he does get injured again. But all of the best to his return. They haven't lost that many key players. Palladino went to Spezia on a
permanent deal. They got rid of Centurion as well, which he wasn't a bad player for them though, but maybe a player they could have
played on. More his attitude.
They were even looking at bringing in their old player Domenico Crescito on a free, as he does want to move back to Italy. He was with Genoa before he went to Zenit. That would have been interesting. He could have helped out as well, for sure. He knows the team. He enjoys playing there. They could have probably tried to bring him in, maybe for next season.
Next up, we have Hellas Verona, and they had some not big moves, but good enough people. Aaron's from Newcastle, very good, prospering youngster, as well as Pekovic from Bologna, who didn't have the best spell there. So I think here we have a lot more playing time for him. And they didn't sell. They sold Zuccolini.
They got rid of Albertazzi. Cáceres makes his move to Lazio, as we all knew. And then Pazzini actually moves to Levante.
And where he scores on his debut as well.
Against
Real Madrid as well.
But I don't know if that was the best move. Like, I don't know why they didn't keep him, considering, like, he was the best person they had up front. So I don't know why they didn't just keep him.
That was a shock, I'm pretty sure, to everyone. But good for him wanting to go abroad like that. Hopefully he can be successful in Spain. I like that move for him.
Yeah, because now it doesn't help Verona when it comes to trying to stay up.
Yeah, he probably figured there's no way they're going to stay up regardless. So he'd be making a move in the next 6 months anyways.
We're going to go into your team now, Jordy, which is Inter. There was a lot of rumors with them because they wanted to bring in Verdi. They wanted to bring in Deulofeu. They only brought in 2 players, and that was Rafinha and Lisandro Lopez, who haven't seemed to really help much actually right now. And they did get rid of...
not even... Maybe Messi would be able to help this team right now. They just need a big confidence booster.
Something to kick them up the arse, you know?
Yeah.
They got rid of club legend Yuto Nagatomo after almost 8 years.
I almost couldn't believe it when I saw that deal going through this.
Now it's Dalbert's time to shine, but he's been struggling as well under Spalletti and even Camorra. There's a lot of talent there, but Inter still have not prospered enough.
And they got rid of 2 players that cost Inter $75 million out on loan. João Mauro to West Ham and Gabigol to Santos after a failed move to Benfica.
That's it. I don't know. Hopefully he can refine form at his old club, you know.
Well, he's already scored a goal with São Paulo in Brazil. Santos, in Brazil. But again, the Brazilian League, Italian League, it's a huge difference, and he knows what
I know. Well, you know what? He's not gone yet, so if he's officially gone, you never know. Hopefully he can come back and find his way into the first team. Never say never with this guy.
And again, Nagatomo's only out on loan with, I believe, an option to buy. So I wonder if he will be coming back or not at the end of the season. We'll see how he does at Galatasaray.
I was saying the only thing that sucks is Inter can strike a deal for Pastore. That would have...
Yeah.
That's true. He was
put the icing on the cake for their transfer window. I think they had a really good transfer window for not having any money. You know, they brought in both players on a free. Rafinha, you know, I feel bad for the guy. He's coming into a broken squad, but if they can find their form that they had at the beginning, he could be a really, really big key player for us. And who knows, maybe that $35 million fee will be a bargain.
And even if you guys didn't get Pastore, you guys ended up getting Martinez from Racing.
But he's coming at the end of he's coming next season though.
And he is a big youth player.
He'll be coming in
and that's when you
summer.
That's when you sell Icardi, 80 mil, and that's it. That's you get your money.
Yeah, right. Relax. The play's not going nowhere. We're going to have the dynamic duo now up there.
So we'll go on to the next team, which is Juventus. They didn't do much. They didn't really bring in anyone A lot of rumors with them. But they did get rid of a whole bunch of players. Again, they sent Orsolini traded teams. Mattiello again was officially sold. Lirola officially sold to Sassuolo. Leali again, another youth, sold as well. Piacca sent out on loan to get some playing time. Do you think it was good for Juve not to buy anyone big? They actually did. I don't know if it's for sure or not. There's a lot of rumors with this as well. With Emre Can from Liverpool signing as a free agent. A lot of places saying it is for sure that he's coming. A lot of places says it's not. Do you think he is a good fit for Juve, or do you think they should have gone and get someone now?
Yeah, hopefully it goes because he's garbage, and I want Juve to have more garbage on their team. So I'll say go for the move.
Who's garbage? Chan?
Yeah.
Hell no. He would walk in through Roma squad any day of the week.
Okay.
Chan is wicked. If Juventus can get him on a free, that would be fantastic signing. He's such a leader. You know what I mean? Like, and he's still young too. He's still got a lot of potential. Like, he's a fantastic signing. He's big box to box. I still think Juventus should have went out and got a player now, just for depth wise. Nobody major. Mm-hmm. Especially if Chan were to come, I think Chan would
almost like a Sturaro Rincon sort of guy, like they just to get that depth for the last 6 months, right?
Yeah, exactly. Just to have something like that. Like, I mean, Bentancur seems pretty reliable as a backup, but
we'll go on. Next team, Lazio. They again didn't do much either. They just brought in Cáceres from Verona, which we all knew which was going to happen. They didn't get rid of anyone, which is good for them, because I feel they didn't want to get too much because they had some consistency going this year in Serie A, in the Europa League. Maybe brought in just a smaller player for some more depth when it comes to the Europa League. Do you think they should have done more? Yes, no?
Nah, I don't care what they do. They can sell the whole team. I want them to. Not your garbage. And that's it.
Realistically, I think they should have. I mean, they probably would have loved to do more. It's just the fact that not many teams in Italy are financially stable to make a couple signings. So, I mean, for sure, there's some spots they can definitely improve on, like Lucas Leiva, CDM. Nobody wants that pig on their team, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Lucas Leiva's in there.
He's done well, and considering they managed to also hold on to Luis Alberto Milinkovic-Savic now, which was good for them. Milan is the next team. Again, they didn't do much either because they spent a lot during the summer mercato. They didn't want to go, but I feel they just needed to do one thing, and that was get a solid left winger. Çalhanoğlu is performing well now, but he's not a natural left winger. I feel they should have brought in De La Feu because he was there already. He helped them last year.
It's okay. He's at Watford now. He's having fun there.
I know he went to Watford for a dry loan, but he could have been brought back here. Again, the directors just said they want to keep the team. That way they can form, again, a solid unit and not make too many players come in, you know. They just got rid of, again, Zaniolato. Gabriel got sent out on loan, and they terminated Paletta's contract. There's a huge thing even with Gustavo Gomez because Boca kept offering too little, and it's at least right where Mirabelli wasn't playing Galliani and selling him on the cheap, which I admire. But I feel Milan should have just got the solid left winger. Do you think they should have? What do you think they should have done?
I think they just had to sell someone they had, who's not performing that well, like Kalinic. Sell him in the summer, or even on loan, and maybe get a backup striker for him.
Any thoughts on Milan, Jordy?
Again, they're another Serie A team that's broke. They can't afford it anymore.
Spending 200 million
players, you know.
200 million in the summer, not even making the top 10, almost making the top 10.
We are in the top 10.
I know, but barely, fighting.
We're performing better than you guys now.
No, we're fourth.
Now we are.
We're fourth. Next up, we have Napoli. Napoli has had a difficult, I think, January, always been linked to Verdi, as well as Younes from Ajax, and still not but not buying any of them except for buying Macic from Deloise. Toulouse.
They got rid of players like Maksimovic and Giacchini on loan because they weren't getting playing time. Again, Napoli should have done more. They should have got someone because Macic, what does he do? We probably know him, but they need to add a couple more players because I know Sadi only plays the same players. You're in two competitions. play.
I think they
other
only
people.
want the one. They're gonna get out of Europa League so fast, and they're gonna get out. They're already out of Coppa Italia.
They're not going to get out of Europa League so fast.
They don't care for it. All they care about is a Scudetto.
They don't have to care for it. The teams in Europa League are sure.
Anyway, next up is my team, Roma, and we didn't do
Just supermarket.
No, we didn't-
Supermarket.
We didn't sell anyone.
The list tells otherwise.
I'm sorry. There's like youngsters. Okay.
Loans are the option to buy as well.
Okay. There's nothing big though.
Well, Emerson was the biggest one.
But
We all know.
again, I feel like it was a good move. A guy coming back from a huge ACL tear.
You guys were getting a good price, which was reasonable. But again, I feel with Dzeko, if you guys
I
did,
wanted to sell Zeko.
No.
I wanted to sell Zeko.
but if you guys did sell Dzeko at this point in the season, yeah, you guys would have got a good price. But let me finish before you say anything. You guys would have got a good price for a 30-year-old that isn't performing. But replacing him this late in the season and getting no one in return.
Yeah, Batshuayi. I would have.
Batshuayi, yeah, but he was.
This guy's already scoring goals at Borussia.
I know, but
Plus, if we had that 60 mil, use it for the summer, and that would have been good.
but
And then Ashik and the
Shik, yes,
and
yes.
Deferel.
Deferel's not even that great.
He's doing pretty good with Roma.
But I couldn't even finish. Because yes, you would have got Batshuayi, but you guys are in Champions League. Batshuayi would have been cup tied. Schick doesn't have experience. Deferel doesn't have experience. And you guys want to try winning the Scudetto. It's not what you guys need at this point in the season. What are your thoughts on Roma's transfers, Jordy?
The owners just like money. That's it. They want to take that money and run. They don't want to put it back into the club. You say that 60 mil would have been nice to spend. What about that? Actually, you spent 50 mil on Sheep, right?
40, but it's paid over
40
three.
mil.
It's paid over 3 years, so it's nothing. It's not all at once. It's not like
You just
if you were in
sell
this-
players and that's it.
I know Dzeko didn't want to go because Chelsea didn't want to take Dzeko because he was offering too much. But would you have also sold Dzeko at this point in the season, or would you? I know he hasn't had the best seasons this year compared to last season, but do you think it would have been better to sell him next year after the season's done? Like, what are your thoughts on?
The only way I would have sold Dzeko is if I had a guaranteed replacement for him. You know what I mean?
I think we did. With Roma, there was too much speculation around the transfer. I think the player was affecting all the players, and you
I would have taken Batshuayi though because I don't think.
He would
I
have
think
been
he's cut tied with Chelsea, no?
Yeah, he is cup tied. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying. Because if they get Batshuayi, they lose Dzeko and they lose Batshuayi technically in Champions League because he's cup tied. So who do they, again? They only have Schick and Deferel who don't have the experience needed if you want to go far in the Champions League.
No, exactly. I agree with you. It would have been pointless for Roma to do that. It was a good thing you guys kept them.
It's good and bad because yeah, you would have taken the money, as you said, you would have taken that for a 30-year-old who isn't performing, but it would have been bad in the competitions you're trying to play for.
Next up, we have Sampdoria, who did sell a lot of players. Pugiani, as we stated, went to Benevento. Rocca, Drukovic went to Benevento as well. So a lot of sales to Benevento to help them out. And they didn't really buy anyone, just got Belek from Benevento. So just a little back and forth there, not too much.
I feel like Samp want to keep the team the same considering how well they're doing. They're only worrying about Serie A, right? So that's good. They can keep the same squad. They don't need all this debt. Do you guys think they should have done anything at all?
No, if you want to go to the Europa League, they're doing just good as it is. They have a strong team. Zapata, Quagliarella, Ramirez. I think they're doing good.
And then especially they managed to keep Lucas Torreira at this point in the season, which is crucial.
I want him so bad.
They may get rid of him in the season. Like they probably want to hold off suitors, but it'll be hard considering how young he is, how a hot prospect he will be in the summer. At least they managed to hold on to him now.
And apparently he's only got a 24 million release clause, so
I would pay that.
they gotta give him a new contract if they want to make some, because they can definitely get more than that for him.
Next up, we have Sassuolo, who have made some surprising transfers. And I would say Lemos is a huge upgrade for their defense, but...
He was completely embarrassed against Juve. He said he wants to improve at Sassuolo, but again, like I said, he just got ripped apart. They did bring in Babacar, Lirola from Juve. They didn't get rid of too many players. Falcinelli, Gazzola, Ricci. And then Paolo Cannavaro retired and went to go join his brother in China. Not too much. And they were actually the team that spent the most in this January window at $8 million. $8 million! Which is
That's
ridiculous.
so sad.
I
That's
know,
so sad.
I know. So it's interesting seeing what they will do this season because they are underperforming considering like they managed to even hold on to Politano, who was rumored to go to Napoli at the end, but didn't happen. So and you have Berardi who's underperforming as well. They maybe should have had maybe one or two more players to help find some consistency in the defense and the forward just to help keep them in the top tier.
Next up, we have Spal, and we have Mattiello, Simic, and Kurtic coming in to support their team. And we have really big names leaving, Luca Mora, and Belamo to Padova, but nothing too big.
Yeah, they didn't do a lot. They want to try bringing in a couple more players to stay up after, coming back after so long. They didn't seem to really do much, I guess. What else can you do when you don't have that much of a budget? Torino, they just didn't buy anyone. They actually just got rid of players. Lucas Boye, Gustafsson. So not many starters to get rid of. They want to keep the team the same. I guess they didn't want to spend anyone or lose anyone important. Last but not least, Udinese. They brought in one player on loan with Zampano. Well, they didn't get rid of a lot of players. Like the biggest name they probably got was Bajic, was giving him out, and Matos. So not too much from them considering how much Udinese has been a buyer and sellers club. Again, they bought Sanchez for so cheap and then sold him to Barca for so much. We may see that in the future. They managed to hang on to Yankto, Fofana, the key players that they needed there, which is good because you don't want a team like that selling important players considering how well Odo has turned them into since he's taken over.
Yeah, we'll see what the future beholds.
So overall, what do you guys think of the Serie A January transfer market?
Trash.
It was not very exciting.
No big names coming in. I think this is where summer's gonna kick in. Really gonna have these teams are gonna have to build, and there's gonna be a lot of buying, selling back and forth, and it's gonna be a big cluster.
And considering which teams depending where they finish, if teams finish again in Europe, like Sampdoria and Atalanta, if they finish in Europa League spot, they want to again buy players for Europe. It's gonna be hard for them to keep keep a hold of players again, as we said, like Torreira, Caldara we know is going to Juve next season, so it's those players there. And again, like we said, this is only 8 mil spent by Sassuolo. We'll see how much the summer transfer window holds. So guys, let us know what you think of this transfer market. If you think it was a good, bad, what you guys think, how you think these transfers will affect the season, let us know. Thanks again, Jordy, for taking part in this. We hope to have you more for reaction videos as well.
No problem, guys. Thank you, guys.
Follow us on Twitter, Calcio_bros, and subscribe on YouTube for more Calcio content. Hear from you guys soon. Ciao.
Bye.